All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. It's time for another review. This is a knife that comes by way of my buddy Big Red EDC. If you guys don't follow him, check him out. And this is the CJRB Lago in red, of course. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Log and TV and Choo Choo. And let's get started right here on the KnivesFAST channel, guys. This is a very cool knife at a very budget price. Now, these are available as we speak at White Mountain Knives for $50 each, $49.99. It looks like they have a black G10, an AR RPM 9 with a sand polish finish, as they call it. All of these are in the, well, the first two are. The red is this one right here. And then there is a, sorry, a green G10. They call it, no, I guess it's black. It is black G10, sorry. Black G10 with a black blade, my fault. And all of those are available for $50. And if you use code KnivesFAST at checkout, you will get 10% off of that. So, beautiful red knife. You do have the textured G10 with flat scales. One of my things that I complain about sometimes, but in this case, because it's a taller knife, flat scales aren't so bad on this one. When I get upset about, flat scales is when they're shorter usually, and then they don't fill my hand. In this case, it's a taller, you have this swell back here in the handle. I'm getting ahead of myself. And it feels absolutely fantastic, even with those flat scales. But you see here, you have chamfering around the edges. You have a button lock that is inset, which is really cool. When it's open, that button does stick up a little, but not in the way, in my opinion. No button stick to speak of, by the way. You do have black hardware here and silver hardware here, which is interesting to me. You do have the pivot collar is black, and I think on the black ones, yep, the pivot collar is red. And so you have a black clip, again, still silver on the pivot, but a black clip, silver liners and silver, barrel spacers. You do have milling inside there for weight reduction and a lanyard hole. Now, your pocket clip is not all the way to the top. You have a tiny bit sticking out, but it is left reversible. It does sit on, the scales, and you have two screws side by side. To me, this one is fine. I mean, I don't feel it really bad in the hand. It comes in and out of the pocket well. Nice kind of shiny finish on the pocket clip that matches kind of the pivot ring. Now, very nice flipper tab on this one, guys. It's kind of a different shape than we've seen on a lot, but you do have some jimping here. And guys, it's just literally a snatch across it, and it's gone. That detent is really good. I mean, it really is, and I use the hole. You can use the flipper tab or the hole or whatever you want. Nice and deep for your thumb. I was just showing you there. You can roll it, or you can pop it out, or you can middle finger flick it, or you can flip it. I mean, this thing is super fidgety, and you can see it is an absolute dropper. There is no button stick to speak of on this one. Might be like ever so slight, but nothing to really worry about. You can see very, very smooth. It is running on bearings. Dead center there, and that tip comes, let's see, come on, good angle here. Right out to the end, you can see there, but it does, you can't get a hold of it. I do like that if you're going to have these kind of liners, they do stick out ever so slightly. You can catch your thumb there. They're smooth and they're polished and beautiful. Again, really nice knife. You have a thumb ramp, which is one of my favorite things, and you have jimping in the right place on that thumb ramp. Now, if you choke up and you want to come up, there's no jimping up here, but again, no big deal for me, maybe for you. You do have what they call a sand finish. It looks more like a satin finish to me. It's interesting that they call it that. I love this blade shape. I'm going to look here in just a second to tell you what they call it. But I call it kind of a sheep's foot with a little bit of spear point going on, if you ask me. But We'll go look in a minute. Now, you do have CJRB on the blade, and you have AR RPM 9 and the model number there, I believe. Yep. And but really cool, guys. I mean, it is indeed a fidgety knife and a big, nice knife that fills out my hand, 4 fingers here. And again, that swell back here swells into my palm, and that knife is not going anywhere. And when you choke up, you have the same kind of thing. So there you go. Let's talk specs, and then we'll do some comparisons. Now, sorry, guys. Again, this guy is $50. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Are they all out of stock? They are all out of stock as we speak. But I'm sure they will be back soon. And I saw them a few other places. Since that's out of stock, let me look real quick and see if I find somewhere that has one in stock. Although, yep, no, out of stock at Blade HQ. Oh, this is terrible. I bet they will be restocking soon. Okay, so here we go. All right, I'm going to tell you guys, even though you don't get a discount, for $50, and there are, looks like 2 more versions. There are black handle with a black blade and a satin blade, red handle with a black blade and a satin blade, and a tan handle with a satin blade. All of those appear to be in stock at Knife Center. So I will share that link below to Knife Center, and they are $50 over there as well. All right, let's talk specs. I'm blabbing enough. By the way, no lock, rock, or blade play. I'll show you that in a minute. And it is definitely centered very, very nicely. So, all right, blade length is 3.41 inches. The cutting edge is 3.125. Close length is 4.89. Overall length is 8 inches. I love it. Nice thin blade stock. Let's see, where's the weight? 4.4 ounces, so a little bit more than some, but not a big deal in my opinion. Less than ½ an inch on the handle, made in China, of course. Just a fantastic, fantastic knife. Here we go. Yeah, no blade play. Nope, no rock, no anything like that. All right, sorry, JB, your sticker's going over here. All right, so comparison number 1 is the Ontario Rat number 1. Quite a bit bigger. And the Ontario Rat 2, which is quite a bit smaller. So it's somewhere in between the two. There you go. Now, as far as cutting, and by the way, thank you, JB, for loaning this one to me. Means a lot, brother. I really appreciate it. Got a couple coming your way now. But yeah, I mean, no question, guys. AR RPM 9 has become a very reliable steel. Every time I have it in here, I am very impressed with how it cuts, how it holds up, how the heat treat is. Yes, please. This is a phenomenal thin blade. Look at that, guys. Can you? I don't know if you can see it or not. Very, very thin blade. Just a annihilator of material. For $50, are you kidding me? If they had a blue one, I'd already have it. But I may have to get one anyway. So very, very cool. JB, this will be headed back your way. Guys, let me know what you think on this one. Give me a comment down below. Do you have a Lago? Are you interested in a Lago? Let me know, and give me a thumbs up, please, down below. And I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you so much for all your support and everything each of you do for the channel and for watching the Knives Fast channel.